My name is Megumi. I married my husband Mitsuzaki when I was in my 20s, and we have 2 sons. My sons' names are Akira and Mitsuya, each taken from my husband's name, Mitsuaki. They've gotten older now, and Mitsuya is in high school and Akira is in junior high. My sons are busy with school and club activities, and my husband works for us every day. Supporting their lives is my job as a housewife. Being a full-time housewife is tough with no days off, but it's also for the sake of my beloved family. I'll do my best today too. First, I have to prepare breakfast for them. I have to feed them something nutritious so they don't suffer from summer heat exhaustion. As I was preparing breakfast with such enthusiasm, Mitsuaki and Mitsuya finished preparing and came to the dining table.
Good morning, Mom. It looks delicious again today. All that's left to do is to serve rice. We'll take care of it then.
I let them serve the rice when...
Oh my god, Mom! There's no rice in the rice cooker! Someone ate it all!
When I checked, the rice cooker was empty and the rice that was done cooking was gone. Instead, all that was left were the rice grains that had been scattered around. He must have eaten it all again without telling us. I'm busy in the mornings.
Today's breakfast for us is just side dishes. I was looking forward to Mom's breakfast.
The culprit wasn't here. It was our youngest son, Akira. Akira began to eat up all the food for the whole family when he entered junior high school. On one occasion, a single watermelon we had given to the Buddhist altar disappeared. When I questioned and asked all the family members about it, they all said they did not know. But later, I found the rind of a watermelon thrown away in the compost in our field as if to hide it. The only person who would throw away watermelon rinds here is Akira. He tried to erase the evidence by eating a whole watermelon by himself. And on a different occasion, the mid-year gift hasn't arrived yet this year. Did I receive a missed delivery notice by any chance? Let's ask the delivery man.
The package has already been delivered. A junior high school boy picked it up.
I heard that and checked Akira's room. There it is, a box of mid-year gift sweets, but they're all empty already. After receiving them from the delivery man, he took them to his room without telling me and ate them all. I talked to Akira about eating up the food many times. Akira, you're growing up now and starting club activities, so I know you need to eat a lot. But what's in the house isn't just for you, it's for everyone. So don't eat it all without telling me. Just tell me when you're hungry and I'll get you something to eat. It's better to eat something more nutritious and filling than just eating sweets and fruits.
Huh? Who cares? What's wrong with me eating what I want? You complain about every little thing. That's the problem with women. Huh? Who cares? What's wrong with me eating what I want? You complain about every little thing. That's the problem with women. Don't tell me what to eat just because you have nothing else to do. You're so annoying.
And he rebels against me like this, which doesn't get anywhere. He used to never say anything condescending like, that's the problem with women. Now, no matter how many times I try to talk with him, he just belittles me and won't listen at all. I'm sure it's because he's in his rebellious phase now that he's a junior high schooler, and the tendency of boys his age to make fun of women. I wonder when he'll get over it. Akira eating up all the family's food and his rebellious attitude towards me. That's the only thing that bothers me these days. One day, when I was having trouble with this.
Mom, I want croquettes for dinner tonight. I haven't had croquettes lately, so I have a craving for them all of a sudden. The ones from the supermarket are good, but Mom's homemade ones are the best.
Croquettes? It's hard to make fried food in summer. It's too hot to even stand in the kitchen, but when it comes to deep frying, it's a scorching hell.
Don't you think it's too hot to be making croquettes? Megumi's croquettes are excellent, and I like to eat them too, but it must be hard to make them in this heat, right? Oh, right. Mom, sorry for asking so much of you. Instead, let's have...
No, I'll make it. I'll make croquettes. If it's a request from my son and husband, I want to make it happen, even if I have to go the extra mile. And to have them say how delicious it is, it makes me feel like a good housewife. I'll try my best to make croquettes tonight. I made croquettes despite sweating profusely. Boil and mash potatoes, chop the onion, and fry it with minced meat. Then mix it with the potatoes and form them into a bale shape. Dredge that in flour, beaten egg, and breadcrumbs in that order. And deep fry in oil heated to 180 Celsius for about 5 minutes. When golden brown, it's done. It's so hot. The finished croquettes were placed on a bat to cool down and then stored in the fridge. Now I'll warm them up again and serve them when everyone comes home. Then, while I was resting for a bit, my husband and sons came home one after another.
I'm home, Mom. I smell fried food. Is today's dinner?
Croquettes as you requested. I'll heat them up and put them on the table soon, so go wash your hands.
Yes! Thanks, Mom.
He was so happy just because I told him I made croquettes. It was worth all the trouble. Thinking that as I opened the fridge. Oh my god, the croquettes are gone! I put them in here! All the croquettes I had prepared were completely gone. I worked so hard in the heat to make them. It's Akira again. I'm going to make him apologize this time. Hey, Akira! You ate all the croquettes I made, didn't you? That was the dinner your father and brother were looking forward to. If you just ate your portion, I can understand. But why did you eat all of them? Don't you have something to say to us?
I was hungry, so it's not my fault. Why don't you cook it again? Cooking is the only thing women are good at anyway.
Don't tell me to cook it again so easily. Do you have any idea how hard I worked to make those croquettes in the heat? I was sad he didn't acknowledge my hard work, and I felt sorry for Mitsuaki and Mitsuya, who were looking forward to it. My feelings were a mess. I'm sorry. I don't have the energy to cook today. Eat what's left. I went back to the bedroom. Mitsuaki and Mitsuya, who are usually gentle, were furious because he ate up all the croquettes, which they had been looking forward to.
I understand you need to eat a lot right now, but you can't eat the whole family's dinner like that. You eat up all the food and then take it out on Mom without even apologizing? Your mother takes care of the house every day so we can live outside. She worked hard to cook us a delicious meal today too, but to be so arrogant is just childish behavior, Akira.
Days later, the three of us had a family meeting about Akira because we knew we couldn't go on like this. We've tolerated him until now, but we have to stop him from eating all the food before it escalates any further.
We'll cook for a while. If the men cook, he won't be able to use the excuse of looking down on women. And if it's just Dad and I, we can keep an eye on Akira and make sure he doesn't go into the kitchen while we're cooking.
From that day on, Mitsuaki and Mitsuya cooked breakfast and dinner. Akira could not deceive the two and was immediately kicked out of the kitchen whenever he went close by. Even if he was lucky enough to snag a bite, he would later be noticed and scolded by the two. Since the men standing in the kitchen were his father and brother, Akira could not use his favorite phrase, "That's the problem with women." Akira's frequency of snacking and eating up all the food gradually decreased. Here comes the final stretch. Mitsuaki and Mitsuya have decided to correct Akira's disrespectful attitude toward women.
You shouldn't look down on Mom. She works 24/7 and she's amazing. Stop making fun of women. You won't be popular with the girls in your class like that.
The two of them were so adamant that it seemed to have an effect on Akira, and finally, a change came over him.
Mom, I'm sorry for everything I've done. I ate everything in the house without telling you because I thought you would get angry if you found out. I made fun of women because I thought they were less capable than men and could only cook. I was wrong. When I saw Dad and brother cooking, it looked like a lot of work, but you never showed any sign of it while cooking 3 delicious meals every day. You also do the cleaning, laundry, and all the housework. I realized that I shouldn't be taking that for granted. You were always there supporting us.
From then on, Akira showed me changes not only in his words, but also in his actions. He no longer snacks on food without permission, nor does he eat all the food. Now he tells me in advance when there's something he wants to eat. He also stopped making condescending remarks. I could see that he was truly sorry, so I decided to forgive all of Akira's words and actions up until now. And recently, there's been another change. Akira has started to help in the kitchen. Look at him saying, "I like my mom's cooking, so I want to be able to make the same thing myself." You still got a long way to go, though. Recently, I dream of Akira learning how to cook like me.
Thanks for watching! Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. Bye!